This is not about becoming someone new. This is about the long, patient excavation of the person who was always there. Beneath the rubble of fear, under the sediment of excuse, behind the facade of the acceptable self, a stronger form waits. The year is not a deadline. It is a measurement of focus, a span of days granted to you, as raw material for your own hands. The Stoic reclamation, where you are both the marble and the mason. The weak version of yourself is not a monster. It is a collection of habits. It is the well-worn neural path of least resistance, paved by 1,000 small surrenders. It is the voice that confuses comfort for peace, distraction for relief, and reactivity for strength. It wins not in dramatic failures, but in the quiet, invisible moments where you choose the slightly easier wrong over the slightly harder right. Stoicism provides the blueprint for this excavation. It argues that this weaker self is built on a foundation of faulty judgments. To defeat it, you do not fight it head-on. You dismantle its foundation, brick by brick, and replace it with the unshakable bedrock of virtue. The year 2026 is your construction site. Phase 1, the survey, January, March, identifying the fault lines. You cannot repair what you will not see. The first quarter is dedicated to ruthless, compassionate observation. This is the daily audit. Each evening, you ask not, "What did I do?" but, "Where did my weaker self take command?" Did it speak in procrastination? In a flash of petty resentment? In the craving for validation? You are not judging. You are mapping. You are identifying the exact moments when your sovereignty was handed over to impulse, fear, or laziness. This is the architect surveying the land before the build. Phase 2, the demolition, April, June, voluntary discomfort and the sacred pause. With your map drawn, you begin the controlled demolition. This is the practice of systematic negation. You identify one key habit of the weak self, perhaps the reach for the phone upon waking, or the automatic complaint, and you negate it. You create a void where the habit lived. In that void, you install the sacred pause. Between the trigger and the action, you insert one breath of pure choice. In that space, the weak self loses its automatic power. You simultaneously practice voluntary hardship, the cold shower, the fast, the hard workout, not as punishment, but as physical proof to your entire nervous system that you are capable of bearing more than comfort claims. You are tearing down the shaky structures and proving the ground can hold more. Phase 3, the foundation, July, September, installing the 4 pillars. On the cleared ground, you pour the foundation. This is the internalization of the Stoic virtues, not as ideas, but as daily filters for every decision. Wisdom, is my perception of this problem true, or is it the weak self's catastrophe? Courage, is my chosen action avoiding a discomfort, or moving toward what is right? Justice, am I treating others, and myself, with the fairness they deserve, or with the weak self's selfishness or spite? Temperance, is this desire within the bounds of what is good for me, or is it the weak self's limitless craving? Every choice becomes a brick laid in this new foundation. The goal is not perfection, but consistency. A flawed brick laid with correct intent is stronger than a perfect one laid carelessly. Phase 4, the construction, October, December, action as identity. The final quarter is where the new structure rises visibly. This is the phase of embodied action. You are no longer just resisting the weak self, you are being led by the strong one. Your focus shifts from, "What am I avoiding?" to, "What am I building?" Your actions, your work, your relationships, your physical health, become the living expression of your new foundation. You practice a more fatty, loving the friction, the obstacles, the delays, because they are the stress tests for your new construction. They are no longer attacks, they are the forces that prove the integrity of your build. By December, the weak version is not defeated in battle, it is rendered architecturally obsolete. It is an old, unused shack next to a fortress. This is the narrative arc of your year. It is a hero's journey where the villain is your own indulged fragility, and the treasure is your unshakable character. You will not do this perfectly. You will have days where the old blueprints seem easier. This is not failure, it is data for your audit. The process itself, the returning, the relaying of the brick, the gentle correction, is the victory. When the clock strikes midnight on December 31st, 2026, the measure of your year will not be your weight, your salary, or your social milestones. It will be the quiet knowledge of how you answered the internal question that arose 10,000 times, who is in command here? Did the mason work today? Did another layer of stone fall away? Is the form within becoming clearer, stronger, more defined? The year is your block of marble. The virtues are your tools. The emerging masterpiece is your sovereign self. Begin the survey. Pick up the chisel. The first strike is the most important, because it proves the stone is not stronger than your will. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now, take what's left and live it properly. Marcus Aurelius.